I was requested by one of my subscribers on YouTube to do a style video on Lakeith Stanfield. So this is how I would style Lakeith Stanfield if he was my client. I have to 100% be honest. I checked out from Lakeith when he did the shoot with these dirty ass fingernails. I am so big on hygiene, especially when it comes to men. And this completely to come off my radar completely with the bad hygiene. Now, when it comes to his fashion overall, I don't like it 100% simply because I am not a fan of shock value fashion when it comes to men, especially straight men. I don't like people who rely on a certain type of sexuality to get buzz from fashion. And what I mean is that I think they do this a lot with straight men, especially in this time. And for example, you see it with Harry Styles, where men who are clearly straight based off of, their dating history and preferences, do this thing where they'll put on a lot of fashion, which it kind of leaves the isn't he type of narrative around their clothes. And it kind of keeps them in the headlines and it kind of keeps them in the conversation. And then when asked, about certain things, they get very evasive about it. And it's just like, you don't have to do that. Like with clothes, I just hate that they do that. They don't do it with women, but they do it with men. You see it a lot. And it's just like, just put this person a good outfit together. We don't need all the extra. No one cares what their sexual orientation is. A good outfit is a good outfit, and a bad outfit is a bad outfit, period. And like I said, I feel like Harry Styles is a perfect example of what they do with Lakeith Stanfield, where it's just like, just give us a good outfit. No one asks for all this. But I do think he has a lot of potential. I do think he has the perfect physique for a couple of things I'm thinking of in my head that I'm going to use for him. But like I said, he was completely off my radar with the bad hygiene. I can't. But I'm going to do this video because one of my subscribers asked, and I appreciate y'all watching. All right, so this is how I would style him. For fashion and accessories, I would put Teddy Pendergrass on Lakeith's mood board. I am not looking to change Lakeith's style completely. I'm just looking to clean it up a bit and curate it without the industry games playing an influence in his style. I think Teddy Pendergrass' style was very fluid. Very structured as far as a lot of suits going on, but fluidity when it comes to just the different colors and the pairings. I also love his accessories, like how the layered chains, sometimes he'll have them. I think it was at a time when accessorizing wasn't as gaudy at the time. Like it did enough, but it's not like how it is now. I also love just his commitment to outfit. I think you see it a lot with women, but you don't see it as much with men. He also has like a dapper-esque quality about him, but not full that way. I think this look will really work for Lakeith, especially because we see him in a lot of suits, but we also see him do some styles that are not traditional in men's fashion amongst all the other guys. And this is what I mean. Like, you can still get your point across in fashion and not play so many of those industry games. So I think Teddy P would be good for him. For his more streetwear looks and just for overall swag and charm, I will put Marvin Gaye on his board. I think a lot of guys that came into the game like around Lakeith's time and age group try to channel Marvin Gaye. You know, we can't go on our timelines without seeing the guys in the beanie hats. And regardless if they know it or not, it's very Marvin Gaye coded. That's where they got it from. I think a lot of guys try to attempt to give that Marvin swagger and they miss the mark a lot of times. But I think Lakeith truly has potential to properly execute Marvin's style. I think we've seen it, like components of it already and what we see in him. But I also love like the charm that was around Marvin Gaye. And I said it in my other menswear video where I feel like a lot of that charismatic energy is missing. And I would love to see Lakeith channel more of this and channel it correctly, because I don't want nobody walking around with no more lace beards on and beanie hats like Tyrese was and saying it's giving Marvin Gaye. I also want to add that if you look at Teddy P and you look at Marvin Gaye, they were not overly groomed, man, when it came to their haircuts. It was very like natural, if you will. And I see that a lot in Lakeith's style, where it's a little bit more rugged. And I think that in itself is very masculine. So that's another reason why I think that Teddy P and Marvin Gaye are a perfect representation for his mood board, for his style overall. Just the 70s period, I think, is just a great spot for Lakeith to be in fashion-wise. Now to bring it home with accessories, even more Stevie Wonder. I think Stevie Wonder should be on Lakeith's mood board. I think Stevie's sunglass game is so underrated. I think next to Elton John, Stevie has some of the best sunglasses in the game for men. I would love to see Lakeith in more. I feel like sunglasses just add a certain type of swagger. I would love to see him in some hats possibly too at some times. And, you know, a little bit more razzle-dazzle when it comes to the ties and the neckwear. I think Stevie did a really great job at just creating swagger. Despite, you know, him being blind, he just had so much swag that you didn't traditionally see in menswear from a lot of the guys. But at that time, and just also through our generation, he's kept it up. Because even Stevie now, as an older man, he still stays in a nice pair of sunglasses and give it a little look. So this is my overall style analysis of Lakeith Stanfield. I wish I could just transport him to the 70s. But since I can't, we're going to do it with his fashion. If you agree, let me know. If you disagree, let me know what you would do differently, what you see for him. And for those who don't know, my website is now active. If you would like to book your styling services, you can visit me at www.ashleyaaliyah.com. And for my YouTube people, these style boards I created, I think would be perfect for Lakeith. I know y'all kept asking me for visual representation of what it would look like in today's time. So I just added these on for you guys. Moving forward, I'll see if I can get some style boards for the celebrities that I'm discussing for you guys.